on yours too. You want to tag some people for me? You want to tag some people for me? Shit easier on the phone. What up? What up? What up? Here to have another great conversation. If you guys are on the YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, hit that notification bell. If y'all are on YouTube, make sure you get over to the Facebook. If you guys are Facebook, make sure you get over to the YouTube. Support the goddamn channel, because here is where we hold the hard conversations. Here is where we have the hard topics. Here is where we keep it all the way real. These other places be Disney fairy tale land. Disney fairy tale land. That's what a whole lot of this shit be. We don't do none of that over here. None of it. So today, the quote of the day is, it's about that time. It's about that time. I want to make sure that you guys like, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you tag some people in the stream, make sure that you share the stream, do all that good stuff. Make sure that you spread the word, get some other people involved in this conversation. I will drop the link so you guys will be able to come in and have some input on this. You guys could join the panel with me and have this conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. And we're going to start here. Men, all my guys that's in here, all the big, strong men, all the high value guys, all the red pill manosphere, all He-Man woman haters, no matter which section of this motherfucker you in, all the guys that's in here. If you really want this shit to change, then you're just gonna have to sacrifice. That's the truth. Y'all complaining about the state of the dating market, y'all complaining about the state that the women is in, but the only reason that they're acting like this is because they're able to behave the way that they want to, and you niggas still want them. You niggas still want them. It's not like anything is going to be any different. It's not like their DMs have slowed down. It's not like they've dried up. It's not like they're getting any less phone calls. It's not like it's any less niggas willing to clap them cheeks. It's not like it's any less of any of this, but we're the main ones complaining about the shit. We're creating the very girls that we don't want while simultaneously looking for the girls that we do want. How that's going to work? How that's going to work? I would prefer for you niggas to pick up a good 6 or 7 hours extra a day at your work shift than to be out here just busting cheeks for the fun of it. Especially now with these new laws where you can't go to get rid of it no more. Now you're stuck. If never before, now is the time where niggas got to stop thugging and bugging. Because imagine this. How the fuck are black people, black men, supposed to be able to build wealth if we got so many kids that by the time that we get in a good position to have a good enough job, child support is taking so much of the money, it takes away the benefit of having a job that pays you this well because they're taking so much out of your goddamn check every week, simply because you had no discipline. Simply because you couldn't ignore that DM. Simply because the Henny was hitting that night. Simply because the cheeks was looking right in that outfit. Based off of that, you're willing to sacrifice everything that you could have in the future for a moment of fucking fun. And the reason that I hold men to a higher standard of that is because we have the logical side of our brain where we kind of know the outcome of this shit, and yet we still decide to get out here and do this dumb shit and complain about it. Men with no responsibilities is the most dangerous thing in the world. Men wandering this fucking planet with no responsibilities, with no attachment to anything, with nothing to work for. That's why men are so depressed. That's why all of a sudden we're hearing men talking about their feelings. Now men need to have women cater to their emotions. Now we need women to listen to us and basically be our therapists. This weak shit that we're asking for, this weak shit that we're asking for is simply based off the fact that we don't have enough responsibility and we don't have enough duty. If you had a woman to work for, you wouldn't be asking these questions. You wouldn't need your feelings catered to you. You'd be too busy working. You'd be too fucking busy working. Let me tell you guys a secret. Meditation, Buddha, that was for men to be able to get over what you went through today, to go into the next day with a positive attitude, to be inspired, to be motivated, to have purpose, to move with a dream, to be able to set the path and walk it afterwards. That's what meditation was created for men to be able to get that out and be able to go into the next day scot-free of what happened the day before. You niggas is still holding on to shit that you no longer need to be holding on to, and it's stopping the entire community from progressing. You don't understand that you, as the one man that you are, can make a massive change in the community just by being the man that you're supposed to be. Yeah, they always tell you, yo, one ain't gonna change nothing. They always tell you this person ain't gonna change nothing. Without Martin Luther King, we'd be fucked. Without Malcolm X, we'd be fucked. Without some of the kings and queens that we've had in the past, we'd be fucked. Without Imhotep inventing science and mathematics, without him inventing the medical system, we'd be fucked. Without the herbalists, without our doctors, without all of these people that dedicated their entire life to one craft. One craft. You men want to go from job to job to job to job, never harnessing any skill. Then you wonder why later on you don't feel you have any purpose in life. You get that purpose from harnessing a skill. You get that purpose from being good at something. You get that purpose from bringing value to your community. You get that purpose from walking down the street and everybody knows you for that one thing or those couple things that you are a master at. That's where you get the satisfaction. When the young kids aspire to want to be like you, that's where that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. So many men ask me, yo, where do I find that purpose? Where do I find that drive? You find it in doing what it is that you've been called to do. Some of you niggas is fighting against the shit that you're called to do simply because it's not cool enough. All you niggas is not going to be millionaires. All you niggas ain't going to make 5 M's. All y'all not going to make 10 M's. Some of y'all not going to make 100,000. Some of y'all not going to make 60,000. But the thing that you do is going to be so valuable to everything around you. And it's going to bring so much happiness to everything around you that the money is not going to be the thing that moves you at that point. It's going to be handling the task at hand. That's where the satisfaction is going to come from. It won't come in exactly the dollar signs because everybody has a different level of happiness that they're going to be able to hit. Some of you guys are okay with just getting a nice house, finding you a wife, having a couple kids, raising them to be the best citizens that they can be, make sure that they bring some value to the world. Some of us want to put a dent in the fucking universe. That doesn't have to be all of us. Because for those of us who choose that, we want to put that dent in the universe. We need other men to be able to work for us. And some of us are happy workers. Like I always knew I'm a great worker. I'm great at being able to be told to do something and handling that task afterwards. I don't exactly want to be a boss. I'm a boss by default. I'm a boss by the fact that what I wanted to do, I was able to start that company myself. That's just the way it happened. But I'm perfectly okay being told, okay, we need you to go over here to this property, install this. This is the layout. Here's the blueprint. Here's the architects you're going to work with. I just need you to manage this and make sure the job gets done properly. Gotcha. Done. I'm one of those guys. And some of you guys are some of those guys. But you want to be a boss so badly. You want to be a boss so badly that if you are not a boss, you feel less than a man. My foster father was a working man. He drove truck for a living. That's one of the manliest men I've ever met in the history of niggerdom. It's rare to catch the kind of man that my foster father was. I'm talking about no matter where he went, the gangsters gave him respect. The blue collar men gave him respect. The white collar guys gave him respect. The millionaires gave him respect. No matter where he went, and he was a truck driver and a pastor. He was a truck driver and a pastor. But the way he conducted himself was so fucking gangster. So fucking gangster. That no matter where he went, he was loved, he was respected, and to this very day, he is still that person. Some of y'all not loved and respected because you faking, and we could spot it from a mile away. You guys are trying to get love from a category of niggas that you ain't even supposed to be around. Y'all want love from gangsters, but you ain't a gangster. Y'all want love from street niggas, but you ain't a street nigga. You want love from the shooters, but you're not a shooter. You want love from the Crips and the Bloods, but you're not a Crip or a Blood. So why is their say-so the end-all be-all? Why does their say-so affect you to the point that you have to change the shit that you like doing? Some of y'all were great skateboarders, but you won't skateboard because it ain't cool enough. Not knowing that if you were to start a YouTube channel with basic tutorials on how to do the smallest things on a fucking skateboard, like just stand on it. YouTube right now, how to balance on a skateboard, check the number of views that those videos got, and then add that up to figure out the bag that them niggas got. Then go through the rest of their YouTube page and see how many views they get per video, doing the most simple things that you guys don't want to do. And we're arguing with the women at the same time that we're also being the kind of men that our fathers were. I'm going to put you niggas up on game today. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, tag some people in the stream, share the stream into some groups. I'm going to put you niggas on game today. The reason that they say that the men back in the day were much stronger is because the men back in the day were much fucking stronger. I never heard those men talk about depression. I've never heard those men say that they need their feelings catered to. I've never seen those men have to vent at the level that you niggas is venting at. I never seen them so tired tired they couldn't get up to go to work the next day. I never seen them in a state where they were so depressed that they sat in the house on video games for 3 months straight, not talking to nobody, growing a raggedy ass beard. I never seen them move like that. I never seen them outside stinking because they too depressed to get in the fucking shower. I never seen that shit. I saw strong men. I saw men that argued with their wife and was able to stay in the household for 50 fucking years. You niggas get into an argument today and you pack your PlayStation and leave. And think about how much of a bitch you are to leave the kids, pack your PlayStation and just dip. And then afterwards complain about what the baby mama's doing with your kids. As if you could not have packed the child just as easily as you packed that fucking PlayStation when you left. But no, the PlayStation means more to you than your child. You want to be able to get on Facebook and get sympathy from other niggas about how your baby mama tripped. But when you decided to leave your baby mama's house, you packed the PlayStation and left the goddamn kids. Packed the goddamn PlayStation and left the goddamn kids. But now you want to complain to me about the way she moving with your kid. You want to complain to me about the people she got babysitting the kids. You want to complain to me about all of this dusty shit that could have been avoided. Could have been avoided. Could have been avoided. But it's because you niggas is so fucking weak. You don't even want the responsibility. Not knowing that the responsibility of raising children forces you to get a different level of bag. You will pull an extra 6 hours at work a day if your son tells you that he needs something bad enough. Let your daughter come to you with a little baby face and tell you that she wants that toy that she's seen in Walmart this Friday. And see if you don't pick up extra hours throughout your workday to be able to do that. If you got a good woman at home that's treating you right, doing everything that you need a woman to do, and she tells you that she saw a ring, a bracelet, an anklet, a dress, anything that she wants, you will pick up the extra hours to be able to do it. You'll sacrifice all the shit that you wanted to be able to provide for the family, because the satisfaction from providing from your family is a better satisfaction than providing for niggas. Again, I said it in one of my other posts. You niggas will inspire yourself to build your 2K player up to compete with the rest of the fucking world and NBA 2K online, a virtual reality, fantasy Disneyland. For all the niggas who say women live in Disneyland, you niggas live in Disneyland. You live in the 2K universe, and you niggas will make your 2K player good enough to compete with everybody else on planet Earth and NBA 2K. But when it comes to your children, you will not put that same fucking energy into them to compete with all the other children. Asian children whooping our asses. White children busting us in the forehead. Spanish children busting us in the forehead, smoking us. Our own brothers, the Africans that's coming from the diaspora, smoking us, leaving us in the dust. They come from somewhere where they had to walk 10 miles every day just to be able to get a pot full of water. And they come here and they outwork you niggas who had the freedom to be able to do it the whole time. And don't talk to me about no white man. That because ain't no white man standing in front of the goddamn stores telling you don't come in here and apply. Ain't no white man standing at the goddamn dock of the local warehouse telling you not to come apply for this job. Those jobs pay $25 and $26 an hour starting. And then we got to talk about overtime and double overtime and time and a half and holiday pay. We're talking about things that could really run you up a bag. But you niggas is so lazy. You would rather risk your freedom for $200 a week trying to sell za than you will making $2,000 a week guaranteed working at that fucking job because somebody told you to invest in Bitcoin. A dumb nigga. Most of the niggas that was telling y'all to invest in Bitcoin wasn't invested in Bitcoin. Y'all notice y'all never seen a crypto course on here. Y'all notice y'all never seen me promoting no crypto, promoting no stocks for you niggas to be able to invest into. If y'all notice, I don't exactly have those conversations. I focus on the skills that pay the bills because when the pandemic happened, none of that shit was about to help you. But guess who was still employed? Guess who was still employed? The electricians. They had more work than ever during the pandemic because since everything was shut down, all the businesses took advantage of the loans to be able to send them in to fix the electrical problems that they was having prior to the pandemic. So they had work the entire time. They sent in the construction workers to start building infrastructure while they had the freedom of not having to block the road up. They had those skills. The welders, all of the people who put their efforts into the real skills, those is the niggas that's up right now. All you niggas that was invested into the ZA, Bitcoin, all of the rest of that shit, you niggas is broke right now. All you PPP scamming ass niggas that was holding up them racks to your ear and showing us what you in them new cars and all of that shit, y'all niggas don't got $1 to show for it. Y'all don't have a blood clot dollar to show for it. Scam 60, 70, 80 racks out the system. And your kid going to school dusty with the snotty nose. Your kid out here eating McDonald's because you don't make enough money to keep the woman at home, get her ass a cookbook, and have her cook for the children. So your kid is on a McDonald's diet. Our children becoming obese at an alarming rate based off the fact that we don't want to take care of them properly. And it's going to take the men to step up to fix this shit. I get it. The women is tripping right now, but they're only tripping because you niggas is bitches. I'm going to just keep it 100. I know y'all not going to like this. I know y'all going to feel some type of way about this. I know you're going to be like, yo, not all men are like that. But for the majority, I've been seeing a lot of bitch assness happening out here. And it makes my skin crawl. It makes my stomach do flips. It makes me more mad than almost anything on planet Earth when I see you niggas showing off online, but your kid dusty. Your kid dusty. Baby mama dusty. Family dusty. Still in the projects. But you want to show me bottles of Henny. You want to show me the new chain that you got. You want to show me you out of town with some other fake ass niggas that don't take care of their fucking children. See they children once every 3 weeks. Pop in with a bag of McDonald's and dip. Those the niggas you want to show out for. You want to show out to me? You want to show out to me? Show me that you just went and got a new job. Show me that the last job was paying you $16 an hour and you said that's not good enough, so you upgraded to a job that gave you 20. Show me where you just repainted your son's room. Show me where you showed your son how to repaint his own room. Show me what you and your son in the kitchen cooking. Show me what you taking your kids to go learn a skill. That's how you're going to get good feedback from the men that you need to be getting feedback from. You don't need feedback from niggas that cheer for you for clapping the block up and missing everybody but the innocent victims. We don't need no praise from them kind of niggas. And the reason that I deserve to speak on this more than anybody else is because I was them kind of niggas. That was me. So I have the right to speak on this because I know it's a fucking trap. It's a trap. They keep you niggas in this loop of I'm either going to be a rapper, a basketball player, a football player, or an entrepreneur. Some of you niggas is entrepreneurs with absolutely no business. You ain't got no logos. Y'all don't do no type of nothing. You just an entrepreneur because you broke without a job. That's the new definition of entrepreneur. I'm broke without a job, struggling, trying to find out exactly what it is that I want to do. So I'm an entrepreneur. So you showing all this online. A girl thinks, oh shit, there goes a man of some value. Then you get in her inbox, you nice and polite, and and then come to find out you broke. Your version of entrepreneur was I go to the studio twice a week. I'll never complete none of the songs. I never release none of the songs. I never shoot no videos for them. I never hit Lowski up and decided to ask him how to get my own website. I never bothered to ask Lowski how to start that new podcast because I know he'd be giving information to men for free. I never bothered to ask Lowski how I can actually get my page jumping. I didn't do none of that. I just went to the studio, drunk off some Henny with 11 niggas that I don't like. And I'm an entrepreneur. And then you wonder why girls are like, yo, these niggas is some fuck niggas. I'd have left you niggas too. I'd have never been with you niggas to start off with. If you're an aspiring rapper at 30 plus years old and you have no other skills, women, run. Run the other direction. Fast. As soon as you go on a nigga page and all his show is studios and cars that ain't his and za that don't belong to him, he could spend $1 million a week on apes, but that nigga ain't seen his child in upwards of a year and he complaining about his baby mama. As soon as he pull up in your inbox.
Bye, Felicia.
I'm talking as soon as he pull out. Soon as that nigga pull up to the inbox, scope that nigga's page out. As soon as you see that's the type of nigga he.
Bye, Felicia.
Because niggas like that don't need to be reproducing. We can definitely do without them. We can, and you know what? If you're gonna have fun, be as protected as possible to make sure that you don't wind up reproducing with none of these type of niggas. We can pass on that. We can pass on that because for the good men that's left out here, they get stuck trying to deal with these women that got so many kids because so many niggas done played this fuck nigga game with them. And now they got kids and the rest of us that don't have no kids wind up not wanting them because they got kids, but they are actually good women. It's just now we have to take on a responsibility that don't exactly belong. It puts us in a fucked up situation. Future took 8 women off the map for guys who don't want to date women who have children. NBA Youngboy took about another 6 off the map. For there's another nigga in Atlanta that got like 40 plus children. Took 40 something girls off of the map for guys who don't want to date girls who don't have no children. Imagine that. We could do without that because families are better. Imagine you marry your wife. Your wife has a brother. Your brother does business in a relatively similar matter that you do business. Now you're able to link up with her side of the family. You guys start working together, pulling in those resources. Okay, you fix cars? Bet I work on houses. So now we can start trading this skill. Now we expand the family a little bit more because you might have a brother who does concreting. So you introduce him to him. He introduces him to other parts of the family. Now we start building. We can't do that when we're marrying girls and their brother just out here thotting. And he has no skills. So it's no benefit to the circle. Now, the reason that I'm putting all of this weight on men is because Mother Nature designed us to be able to handle this kind of weight. I don't know why you niggas all of a sudden think that men just got too much responsibility. They expect men to be able to do everything. Yes, nigga. Yes, they expect you to be the fucking superhero that nature intended for us to be. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. They expect for us to hold ourselves to a standard. They expect for us to have good leadership skills. They would expect for us to have our shit together enough to know that if you're taking a woman seriously, you can afford it and you're ready to deal with it. You can afford it and you're ready to deal with it. I get kicked out my crib once a week. I ain't going no fucking where. I made these goddamn kids. I chose the woman I'm gonna make these kids with, and I'm not going no fucking where. I'll just change my behavior long before I ever leave this motherfucker. It's that simple. What's she gonna do? Call police. I live here. You're gonna have to legally evict me. By the time you do that, I'm gonna be done made up for it, and you ain't gonna want to evict me no more. But I damn sure ain't about to leave you out here as a single mother struggling with my children. That's not about to happen. That's not about to happen. And if men start to become this stubborn, and in return, the women will see that and be like, God damn. So you mean to tell me before you leave, you'll just change the behaviors that I don't like? Facts, as long as you're willing to change the behaviors that I don't like. And you guys sit there and look at each other and be like, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I could work with that. And over time, eventually we'll blossom into being exactly who each other want. But first, it's going to take men to stop just packing your PlayStation and leaving. You guys remind me of 4-year-olds. You know when little kids used to get mad and pack their G.I. Joe and act like they getting ready to leave? Remember that? Remember when you was little and your mother used to get on you a little harsh and you think I'm about to pack my G.I. Joe or my Power Ranger and I'm out of here. I'm running away forever and I'm going to go live with the goddamn wolves like Mowgli. That's what you niggas remind me of. You have the mindset of a 4-year-old that the second that you hit some kind of adversity, your option is to run the opposite way. And then be like, I'm a strong leader. I'm a strong man. Not only do I deserve one woman, I could take on multiple women. But the second you get into an argument, you gone. You gone. So what happens when your job gives you some kind of adversity? You quit. Let's say you get fired from your job. Your life hits some kind of adversity. You depressed. You want to get on Facebook and tell me about your fucking feelings and how women need to cater to these feelings. What type of weak nigga shit is we on? Men go out with other men. We have a drink. We tell each other about our week and the shit that we going through. We uncompress that shit out of our goddamn brain, and then it's back to work. I don't need to lay all of that out on my wife. Because one, she doesn't understand it. And I don't expect her to understand it. Because I'm speaking from a place of testosterone anger. She's going to give me estrogen rationale to testosterone anger. You need testosterone-based rationale to deal with testosterone-based anger. Simple math. Why burden her with the children plus my feelings? I'm going to burden her with the children plus my feelings? Nah, my nigga, we can't move like that. We can't move like that. That's trash. That's trash. That's trash. And if women decide to speak on this, as men, we can't argue that I didn't do it. Oh, well, that's not me. Yeah, but everything that a black man does falls back on all of us. The same way that when we saw them black women acting up on Kevin Samuel's channel, we kind of didn't decipher who was doing that and who wasn't. The same way when we see them acting up on Fresh and Fit, we don't really decipher who's doing it and who isn't. But when it comes to men, we want to decipher who's doing it and who isn't. Nigga, that shit look bad on all of us. R. Kelly just got 30 years. That look bad on all black men. That look bad on all of us. We didn't do it. No. We're not those kind of monsters, but this nigga shares my reflection. Every time a black man do some dusty shit, I'm like, oh, damn. Fuck, yo, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Yeah, my fault. Every time a black person do some crazy shit, it's just like, God. Y'all ever been walking through Walmart and seen the loud, fat ratchet girl riding around in a goddamn wheelchair, being loud with her friends, arguing and yelling with the Tekashi style lace fronts in, and all the white people start looking at you afterwards like, yo, that's your shit? How do you feel afterwards? You be like, God, damn, we got to get it together because it looks bad on all of us, and it needs to. When Asian people do some shit, that shit look bad on all of them. Spanish people do some shit, it look bad on all of them. White folks did some shit, we blame all of them. What's the difference? When men do some shit, I blame all of us. I blame all of us. Because we got to have that kind of accountability right there, that all black men are to blame every time one of us do some fuck nigga shit. That way we hold each other accountable when we see some fuck nigga shit. You know a nigga not taking care of his kids, there's no way you in the crib playing PlayStation with him. Because if he ratted on another nigga, you wouldn't want to be around him. If he ratted on another nigga, you would not want to be around him. But he could be a deadbeat to his goddamn children, and you ain't got no problem sitting around this fuck ass nigga. And yeah, I said it. Yes, I called you niggas that. Because that's what you are. And I'll be damned if you sit around me behaving like that. Never. Never. Ever, 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 ever. I'll accept you back into the fold after you correct that. You go fix that, maybe we could talk. But in the meantime, nigga, you're going to be one lonely motherfucker. You're going to be one lonely motherfucker. If the nigga ratted, y'all would not be around him. Let that nigga tell on the big homie. Y'all don't want to be around him. Let that nigga not have seen his kid in 2 years. His excuse is, yeah, but my baby mama, shut the fuck up. That shit gets on my nerves because there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. You ain't seen your kid in what? Yeah, but my baby mama be tripping. Shut up. Shut up. Tell her to move the fuck out the way and give me my goddamn baby. If not, go to court. Because if you got caught with some goddamn drugs on you, you would get the lawyer money up to be able to go get a lawyer to get that goddamn case off of you. But when it comes to your children, you won't fight to get that same money up to go get your goddamn children. So miss me with the my baby mama be tripping. Grab your fucking nuts and go get your goddamn kids. And if not, don't tell me that your baby mama be fucking tripping. Because I don't like hearing that. Because no matter how bad my baby mama was tripping, nigga, I'm at the door every day. Call police. Every day. I'm going to have to get arrested every day. Because you giving me my shit. Because them kids is my shit. But y'all don't keep this energy. But you'll kick a nigga door in if he owe you $300. Yes. Yes. You will kick a nigga door open if he owe you $300. Yeah. Yeah, nigga ran off with a little QP and some za. You on his ass. You willing to do life over that. But you ain't willing to have the cops called on you over your goddamn children. You got to call police every day on me. You got to call them niggas every day. Every day you wake up, I'm going to be sitting on that porch waiting for you to send my goddamn kids out. I don't even need you to talk to me. Kevin Hart style. Don't come past the goddamn second steps. Ain't nobody coming past the goddamn second steps. Ain't nobody coming past the goddamn second steps. Just send my goddamn kids outside. I don't need to talk to you. We ain't got to get them folks involved in our business. Because truth be told, they don't give a fuck about me. You are our goddamn kids. They care about a check at the end of the day. How much you want? How much you want? Because when it come to flying the girl out, it's how much you want. When it come to tricking on a bitch, it's how much you want. Y'all niggas rapping about dropping bags on these girls. Rap about dropping bags on them lawyers to go get these goddamn kids that need us. Because I'm sick of my grandmama and my auntie and them winding up getting shot in the goddamn kitchen by y'all loose-ass children that's running around out here because you want to tell me your baby mama tripping. No, my nigga. No, my nigga. No, sirree. And if them other niggas could let you slide on that. Them other niggas could let you slide on that. I'm not gonna let you slide on that. Because I expect better out of you because you a fucking king. I expect better out of you because you a fucking superhero. I expect better out of you because you Hawk Smash. You a man. Literally created to design this goddamn planet. Literally created to physically manipulate the environment to make it better for the women and children. And when you're not doing your job, you're holding us all back. Everybody loved Wakanda. Did any of those men look like they was expressing their feelings? Any of them niggas look like they would have dealt with a baby mama that wouldn't have let them see none of their kids? Did any of them niggas look like they would accept any type of bullshit like that? When you see African men, are they being disrespected like we are? No, because they're 10 times stronger. No, because they don't accept that bullshit. No, because they grab their nuts and they're men. We want to tuck our tail and run every time it's a problem. Tuck our tail and run like bitches. No, no longer. No longer. Listening to this stream right here is how you find your purpose as a man. Listening to this stream right here is how you find that happiness that you're looking for. Listening to this right here is how you find that hunger that you're looking for. This is what promotes men. I'm going to tell you men what I did. I put myself to a test to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every single day for over 2 years straight to put in the kind of work necessary that I need, that my wife don't got to work for nobody, and I'm able to homeschool my own goddamn children and put my family in a position where my last name puts a dent in the goddamn universe. So when people get on my post and talk about, oh, he got the nerve to call himself king, I'm literally that. I'm literally that. I said, fuck my 20s. I'm going to spend my 20s in these goddamn books. How many niggas you know that take goddamn live streams with books, and you can see that the books are read and used? You could catch my fingerprints. You could catch highlighter markers. You could catch all that on them goddamn books. That's what I did my entire 20s. And you know why I did it? I did it to come back and get some of y'all kids, because I'm not going to say all black men left. Some of y'all died. Some of y'all were taken away by the prison system. Some of y'all were unfairly incarcerated. I'm not going to act like we don't account for some of those as well. But most of it is I got into an argument and I left. And I stopped through once every 3 months to take the kids to get some goddamn ice cream. And now I want respect from my baby mama for stopping in once every 3 months with a pair of $40 sneakers and to get the kids some goddamn ice cream. You're a weakling. You're a weakling. And you're never going to get any better unless it's a man around like this to be able to tell you that you are being a weak bitch by moving like that. You need to move like this. You need to have this kind of hunger every goddamn day. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning purposely, no matter what. And you would think, if I'm going to choose to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every single day for a couple years to be able to master a skill, then apparently I got to be going to sleep at about 8 o'clock at night, right? No, my wife will tell you that I fell asleep in this studio chair sometimes at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and had 1 hour of sleep, and guaranteed that I woke back up at 4 o'clock in the morning the next day to get back to work. My friends call me a robot. My friends tell me I don't have no fun. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what's fun to me? You know what's fun to me? Watching young people aspire to be better off of watching me. That's the funnest shit in the world. Watching, it's a little homie out here right now that started up a landscaping company. You'll see his post shared on my Facebook and everything. Boy out here working. Almost cried when I seen that nigga. Boy out here working. Out there with his goddamn lawnmower handling business. You niggas is so fucking prideful. So prideful that you won't do what he doing, and he running that bag up off it. And I'm going to make sure he run that bag up off of it, because every time somebody needs some lawn work done, guess who I'm referring? Him. Him. You'll go buy a truck just to be able to drive around and stun on niggas, but you won't go buy a truck to put some goddamn tools in the back of it and go make yourself a couple $1,000s a week. You won't do it. Because you got to be out in that sun. You got to sweat. You got to sacrifice some fun. Your 2K player might not have as many points. You might not be as far as everybody else on Call of Duty. You might not have beat the latest video game. The excuses that you niggas come up with to be fuck ass niggas. It makes my skin crawl, literally. Literally. Makes my skin crawl, makes me itch, makes me feel like I got hives and fucking scabies to see you men walking around, shoulder shrug, head down, going to ask the Arab nigga at the store, can you borrow Lucy? It's depressing to me. to see you like that because I know what's inside of you. I know it. I know when you was a kid, when you said you're going to build that fucking sandcastle, you didn't stop till you built that fucking sandcastle. Somewhere along the lines, you lost that drive. How? And fuck how you lost it. How do we find it again? How do we find that spark inside of you men that makes you want to do better? How do I get that back out of you? What do us men, all the men in the chat, I need y'all to keep it 100 with me right now. What does the rest of us men need to do to be able to pull the fucking greatness out of you that we see? Because we see it and we're wondering why you're not taking advantage of it. And if you need some help taking advantage of it, say it. Say it. Because I promise that niggas like me will do what it takes to be able to get it out of y'all. What do we have to do? The youth that's in here. What more do you want from the older generation? Because I see that y'all don't fuck with us. I get it. Y'all think we don't understand y'all, so the youth don't fuck with us. To get the youth to fuck with us, what do we have to do? Tell us. Because as men, we accept logic. So if you guys tell us what it is that you want us to do, we'll produce it. Because it's beneficial for all of us. I promise you, as men, we will produce whatever you young niggas want. Anything to get y'all off the streets, anything to keep from seeing y'all catching 40 to life, anything to keep from going to another fucking funeral for y'all, anything to keep the dustiness out of the community. We'll do it. We'll do it. For free. We'll sacrifice it. For free. Because there's going to be some niggas that say that they won't do it for free. Fuck them. I don't care about them. I got enough men in my chat that got enough skills for us to be able to teach these kids for free. We got time on our days off. We got 2 hours on the weekend. We got 4 hours on the weekend. We could do it. It's going to take us to change this shit. And if y'all need some help, just let us know. Just let us know. However y'all want it done, we'll get to it. And in return, it'll flip this whole shit. Notice I was able to tell y'all how we can change the entire situation of black people without having to blame women once. I'm going to say that again. Notice how I was just able to tell y'all how we can change the state of the entire black community, and I didn't have to blame women once. Because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. To blame women for the state that the black community in is to say that they are the leaders of the community. And if we admit that they are the leaders of the goddamn community, then what the fuck did we do? Where the fuck are we? Where the fuck did we go? How the fuck did we let that happen? We handed that power over willingly? You sat there and agreed to be spoken to like less? You see the respect the other races of men are getting and you don't want that? We're going to relinquish power to the women and then complain about it? No, sir. No, sir. No woman has ever held me back from doing a motherfucking thing. No woman can ever hold me back from doing a motherfucking thing. Can't no man hold me back from doing a motherfucking thing. So a woman definitely ain't about to hold me back from doing a motherfucking thing. Especially seeing my goddamn kids. Especially that. Because that's my shit. Those is my kids. Yeah, I know you guys are going to tell me I got to be even and they got to be my kids and they got to be her kids. I'm not here to talk about how she feel about them goddamn kids. Irrelevant to how she feel about them goddamn kids. That's my shit. My son, that's my shit. My daughter, that's my shit. And I'll defend that the same way I defended that goddamn blue flag when I was in the street. I'll defend that the same way I defended those streets that them white folks owned when I was in the streets. I will defend them the same way that I defend my goddamn 2K player when I tell my homies that I could beat you in whatever I do. I bet you can't none of y'all kids outsmart mine. I bet you can't none of y'all kids trick my son into doing some fuck shit. I guarantee you can't none of y'all sons trick my daughter into being a baby mama. And I will defend that the same way I defended the blocks I came from. I'll defend that the same way I defended the flag I came from. I'll defend that the same way I defend black power. I will defend my children at the same rate that I defended all the nigga shit that I was into. You know how black men defended the black men don't cheat? I'll defend you ain't about to take my kids from me the same way. I'll defend it the same way. Same way. And you know what? I'm gonna address this. Yes, there are a lot of women out here saying I'm a strong, independent woman, that I don't need no man, and I got money so I could be independent. They talk all that shit until they meet a nigga like me. I don't know why y'all be believing that shit. Them women just be saying that shit just to be saying that shit. Like, they say it because it sounds good. They say it because it boosts their self-esteem. They say it because it boosts their ego. I don't know why you niggas believe that shit. The second that a real man come along, the second that a real man takes them in, the second that they see that this nigga is on his mission, the second that they find a man that's really about something, that independent shit go out the fucking window. Beyonce was a strong, independent woman. You see the music slowed down when she got with Jay-Z and started having them babies, right? The same one promoting for my single ladies. Y'all notice it's very rare you hear from her, right? Because all that shit settled down the second that a real nigga come along. It's gone. But I ain't gonna keep y'all all day because it's beautiful out. I really hope that you guys share this stream. I really hope that you clip it, put it on all of y'all TikToks, get it on your Instagram. I'll leave it up so you guys are able to cut it and splice it and do whatever you want to. Conversations like this need to go viral. Not the ignorant shit. Not us battling back and forth. Not men complaining about how our feelings need to be listened to. I didn't have to bash women this entire chat to tell you how men can turn the entire community around. And I stand on that shit. And I need you men to support this message the same way y'all support Fresh and Fit. I need y'all to support this message the same way we supported Kevin Samuels. I need y'all to support this message the same way we defend She Belongs to the Streets. The same way we defend all of that shit when it speaks about the negative of the women, I need y'all to support me when I'm speaking about the negatives of the man. Because mentally, this is going to change everything for the youth. Mentally, this will get rid of the emo, depressive shit. Mentally, this will get rid of wearing ski masks in 90-degree weather because you're not feeling wanted and because you don't want people to see the face of the man that you become. Y'all wondering why these young boys are walking around hiding their face. It's not because it's a fashion statement. It's because they're so goddamn shy. They have no knowledge. They have no power. They have no inspiration. They have nobody speaking no fucking life into them to the point that they want to cover their goddamn face. I want people to see this face. This face look familiar, don't it? Yeah, you the guy that be doing the live stream teaching the young men how to become better. Yo, you the one that be doing the live streams trying to get couples back together. Yo, you the one that be doing the live streams on economic value. You're going to see this goddamn face all the time. And I want men to keep this exact same energy. So until next time, like, subscribe, comment. The name of the YouTube channel is right there, Low-Key Lowski on YouTube. Get over to all the platforms. Cut it, clip it. Beautiful, guys. Dynamite. And until next time, thank you, everybody, for being in the building. You already know, Low-Key Lowski, over and out. Peace.